Let's do some astrology for business people. There are 4 types of people who start businesses. The first type is the doer. They understand that they can only learn and only make a business by doing things, by figuring out how they work. And the second version of this person is the second category of person who starts a business is the thinker. The one who actually thinks and then finds a problem that they can solve and then solves that problem in their mind. But it usually takes them 20 years to start a business because they need to make the perfect actions all the time. And the third version of this beautiful caste system, the spirit animal, pick your poison. Which one are you? Pick your Pokemon. The third one is the person who's anxiety driven because they are paranoid that they're going to lose their job. So they make a business on the side. And at some point, that business overtakes their job and they can just do whatever they want because they now have a business. These people build bunkers. They live in the woods. They usually think about just having a lot of guns and the biggest cars on the road. These are the third version of the entrepreneurs. And the fourth one is the ones who are most prevalent. And these people are the people who, by accident, end up having a business because it just makes sense. They started doing a job, they're very good at it, and at some point, after a lot of time thinking, they just start a business in that area because they already have a contract, they already have a proposal from another company to collaborate with them. And those people are the most prevalent. Most people end up having businesses because they stumble into them, not because they want to start a business, not because they have all of these qualities and all of these business acumen or whatever it's called. No. And of course, all of these 4 things are irrelevant. What matters is that you start a business. No matter what type you are, no matter what spirit animal you have, you should always try to start businesses because you can learn so much about yourself, so much about the world, so much about anything because business is just application things, the application of things. You just run experiments, see how the world works, and you try to profit. The more you understand, the more you can profit. And that's the point. But sometimes some values that you have might keep you down, might keep you from actually profiting more. Because one of the first things that you will learn in business is that it's more important who you know than what you know. It doesn't matter what you know how to do. What matters is who you know. Most of the people that are around you, they're probably going to be your first clients. They're probably going to help you. And you have to understand that this is so disproportional. You can basically be, this is the 5th, I found the 5th spirit animal, the incompetent people. The incompetent person who actually stumbles into a business not because they are great at what they're doing, but because they have special relationships with people. They know so many people. They are connected and they get to do shady dealings. Or even if they do legal ones, they're not really there because they deserve it. They're there because they know some people who know some people who know some people. That's a lot of the world as well. I think 50% and 50%, just about there, is the people who end up by accident into a business because they are very competent. And the other half is the person who has a lot of connections but doesn't really know how to do anything. And they're just lucky because they met all of these people, or they are born in one of those families or something like that. You have to understand that most people are not that lucky because by definition, all of these connections, all of these things cannot be for everyone. They can only be for some people. So you have to understand that that's one of the first lessons that business teaches you. It's more about who you know rather than the people, rather than what you know how to do and your competence level. It is more about your connections. And people have a hard time understanding that. But understand that if I knew a few famous YouTubers, I would have 10 times, 20 times, 100 times, 1,000 times more success. So you have to understand that that's what business is about in some ways. But in other ways, it's about being competent and really doing a lot of things and really making it on your own, because you cannot rely on the connections that you don't have. So, yeah, it is a bittersweet ending, because I'm going to end by saying that when you build it yourself and you know that there was no one to help you do it, you will feel a lot more pride in whatever you are doing. And you will also be able to replicate the same success that you have to others. You can help others do the same things that you are doing. And that's my story. I helped a lot of people do exactly what I did. And some of them had more success than I'm having with the same exact things that I'm doing. Just because sometimes there is a luck component. And also, I did not have myself to teach myself all of these things. I had to figure them out. So, yeah, sometimes those are the sweet endings. You have to understand that even though life is unfair, even though some people have tremendous luck and opportunities that you don't have, you can still do more than them if you want. If you choose to overcome all of the things that are put in front of you.